Hi Jags fans, it's Andy the Mackem Jag. This week's vlog is coming from, of all places, the utility room. So it's basically a tour of the house this year to try and get the vlogs done. Washing machine's going in the kitchen, daughter's in the back room playing a game, so that's me scuppered again. So anyway, that's enough of my domestic woes. Let's concentrate now on beloved Partick Thistle. I'd just like to start, firstly I should have mentioned this last time, there was the threat of sort of, I don't know, partial ground closures, point deductions, if we were to sing a certain song about two certain Glaswegian teams. I'm still finding it as bizarre as I did when I first heard. You know, we've got two teams in Glasgow who've thrown their sectarian nonsense out for years, although I've got to argue in fairness, it does actually boost the atmosphere of the games. And personally, you know, I'm not really bothered about it, but clearly Nicola Sturgeon and her brigade of everything in football will be perfect team, it's just not on. And then UEFA are getting involved in various things, which is quite comical, seeing as they basically ignore any anti-racist messages when you look around different grounds in Europe, and the stick that black players get, it's a little short of criminal. So we've got one sort of song that gives us an opportunity to really get a dig at our Glasgow neighbours, neither of which the majority of us like. We can tolerate them most of the time. I've got friends who are Celtic and Rangers fans, and they're still friends, but I wouldn't want to support their teams in a billion years. But you know, if we sing a little song with a few rude words in and a couple of insults, all of a sudden there's all sorts of threats of point deductions. I just say this to the Scottish FA, Nicola Sturgeon, and all of the other tin pot dictators. You know, what are you trying to do? Kill the game? You want the atmosphere to go? Do you want us all singing Partick Thistle, rah rah rah? I don't know. I'm certainly not in favour of the ban of that song. And if it was ever sung, I'm certainly not going to point at anybody who's doing it. I don't want to see our club punished, but for God's sake, you know, give us a break. When you consider the sort of sectarian chanting, the bigoted song singing from our Glasgow neighbours, and then Partick Thistle become game. You know, SFA, UEFA, you're a set of bully boys, and as far as I'm concerned, you can rot. If there's an opportunity ever to sing that song, and I'll sing it in Sunderland, I'll sing it at Sunderland games, right? I'll represent my club there with a Partick Thistle shirt on. Sorry, but it's a song that I appreciate. But I'm not going to sing it at the ground. If it leads to point deductions, I don't want that to happen. But by God, talk about petty. Anyway, on to better things, the Montrose game. I said in the last vlog, I expected a win, we got a win. I expected a comfortable win. It was a comfortable win. I didn't expect us to pull trees up in terms of performance, but at the end of the day, it was a professional performance. It had some pretty good moments in it at times. First goal was very well worked. Lovely move down the left, and it was actually sort of reminiscent, basically what teams do to us. A quick interchange of passes, before you know it, the wide guy's free, in our case it was Jamie. The cross wasn't a world beater, but it was a pretty poor defence, and you know, there was Joe waiting far post to put in the back of the net. It was a lovely move, and it's the sort of thing that we really have to defend against as a team when it's coming towards us, because Montrose fell for it, and we seem to fall for it every week. In terms of performances, I thought Joe, from the highlights that I've seen, was excellent. I'm at a loss as to why we don't play him from the start. If somebody out there is going to tell me that Joe Cardle is not a better player and contributes more than either Alex Jones or Lewis Mansell, I'm going to do the old, you should be going to Specsavers, because he's a better player. He offers more in terms of crossing, shots, he'll score more goals, and yet we've got him on the bench. So I'm not quite sure what the reasoning is behind that, and I suppose Gary will have his points. Even Davido, who you know I haven't got the time of day for it, I think he had 3 touches this game, so making player of the season. Nice shot, hit the crossbar. Reece Cole chipped in. My friend Colin was at the game. He sent us a couple of notes afterwards. He felt Niang wasn't great, although the highlights suggest otherwise. Actually looks like he had quite a good game. Some decent touches. A few poor decisions when he was in good positions, but he's a youngster. You know, we're not expecting miracles from him, so well done, son. You know, you got yourself on the pitch and you give a decent performance. Reece Cole, Colin thought was very good. Certainly from what I've seen, he was very good. And in his interview on Jags Zone, he did say that he fancied himself at free kicks, and by God, he certainly nearly pulled it off. It was a cracking free kick. Came back off the bar, could have just as easily gone down and in. So if we've got somebody who can put free kicks in from that position, and we've got willing runners up front who can latch on to anything the goalie palms out or deflects off a post for a bar, then potentially there's goals in that for us. So a pretty good game. Race. Jamie Penrice, pretty steady. Can't really argue with the defence that doesn't concede goals. We did look a bit vulnerable at crosses again, and as my mate Colin said, if there had been a better team against us, it's quite likely we would have conceded. We'll have a bit better team on Friday. We'll play Arbroath. I don't know what to think. We've got 1 point out of 4. They're miles above us in the league, although it's early days yet. And I guess their home run of 1 win, 1 draw has to end sometime. But what's going to happen? We're going to go 2-0, lose 3-2 again. Can we concentrate for 90 minutes? I've looked back at some footage and, actually our defence tends to do well for 75, 80 minutes in a game. They're pretty solid. They don't let much past. The trouble is, in that other 5 or 10 minutes, my God, we ship goals like there's no tomorrow. We simply have to win on Friday, and if we don't win on Friday, I really don't know what the Gary Colwell situation is. He's brought a lot of players in. He's obviously been supporting the transfer market. And that's what we should be doing for our manager. And if it's not working after 5 games, if it's 40 defeats and 1 draw, we're just setting ourselves up never to get anywhere this season. It might be appreciated by the new owners, but it's not appreciated by the fans. So, best of luck for Friday, lads. I hope you do well. If you're travelling up there, it's a long journey. It's it's a night match, so cheer the lads on. It's a fantastic turnout in Montrose, but there again, best fans in Scotland as far as I'm concerned, and I don't care what our neighbours think about that. Interesting draw for the Tunnocks Caramel Trophy, some sort of biscuit name. It's the only trophy we're likely to win this season. If I'm honest, we're not going to win the League or Scottish Cup, much as we'd love to bring it home to Maryhill. So that's probably our best chance. But Connah's Quay Nomads, I can't remember, was that the team that knocked Kilmarnock out of the European Cup? I'll have to check on that. Anyway, a few of the Welsh lads up, might turn up in reasonable numbers. A day out in Glasgow's a decent day out. I can vouch for that. And make a game of it. I'd like to think, professional team that we are, we can get through that and get through. And who knows, we're getting into the later rounds. Might even draw an English team at some stage and have to come south of the border. That'd be fantastic. Come down and, I'll certainly be supporting my team. So we'll just have to see. So that's pretty much it for this week. As I say, the Montrose game, wonderful. It's good to get a win. Well done, lads. Can't look at a team that wins a game and doesn't concede. No matter how well or how poorly they play. Well, I think we played quite well. So I'm looking forward to Friday, like I always do. I just hope it's a great weekend that follows, because if we lose on Friday, basically my weekend's crap. So come on, Partick. Big push on Friday. Let's get this first win of the season. 3 points can make a huge difference in terms of league position. And why not Arbroath? We've got as good a chance there as anywhere. So once again, leave your comments. Been a few more comments recently. Not many people watched the last vlog. The good news is I have bought some video editing equipment. So the 2 young lads, hopefully I'll be able to get a few clips and nice photos and stuff in and just improve the all-round viewing experience. But once again, proud to be a Jag, and thank you for your time, and I look forward to your comments.